Was good. It was good. It was good with everybody, man. For sure, what's going on? And we back just like that, man. Trying to be consistent, trying to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? And we got Brian Norman Senior who's gonna be in here today, man. We gotta let Pops get off. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let Pops get off. We gotta let him get off. Uh, I see he been making his rounds, right? I see he been making his rounds, so we gotta let him get off, man. And definitely got to let him talk his talk. Because at one point in time, I forget which fight it was. I forget which fight it was, but a lot of people was criticizing Big B. A lot of people. I know him as Big B. A lot of people was criticizing him. You know what I'm saying? From some of the things he was saying, and this, and the third. I had me and people calling me, but the crazy part about it is, I've been around for so long. I know when Brian is listening and when he's not listening. It was a reason for that, right? It was definitely a reason for that. But we're gonna definitely talk about that, man. As soon as we get him in here, we're gonna talk about that. What's next for him? We're just gonna let Pops get off, man. We're gonna let Pops get off. All pub and everything for us with him. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. Of course, there's other fights out there that can be made. If you look at the WBO organization, sanctioning body, that'll tell you a lot, right? If you look at the WBO sanctioning bodies, that'll tell you a lot. Now, I want to say that the crazy part about it is, I want to say a lot of that stuff came out before the fight with Satilian. I think a lot of that stuff came out before the fight with Satilian, because it's still the same, and that's what's crazy to me. And I was looking at that earlier. I was looking at that earlier because it didn't make any sense. When I'm looking at it, of course, at that time I seen Brian at number 9, number 10, you got Lester Roca, but you still got Giovanni Santillan at number 1. So maybe it's a coincidence. You still got Earl in there. I don't know what they was doing, but you can definitely see where the WBO made that mistake. You can definitely see where the WBO made that mistake. Unfortunately, this was a good fight. This definitely was a good fight. There's so many things you can talk about in this fight. So many things that you can point out in this fight. That's the great thing about it. That is definitely a great thing about it. It's sent. Okay, so that's a good thing about it. I know it was many other fights. I touched on it yesterday. I touched on this yesterday, just for a little bit. I touched on the just for a little bit, not a long time, but just for a little bit. But I did tell myself I was going to come back and get into it. And then, of course, I'm definitely going to have Brian Norman himself come in here, once he, feel like doing some interviews and things of that nature. Brian Norman Jr., definitely going to have him in here, trying to get Senior to come aboard and things of that nature. But boxing section, what's going on with you? Got Andrew Gray, what's good with you? Hot Tub Shalom, what's good? Greggy Carmichael, what's good with you, man? Nah, for sure, yeah. It's good to be back, you know what I mean? But it was well needed. I had to take care of my business, do some things that I needed to do and get done and accomplish. And I did that. Bernard Gilbert, what's good with you? Mm-hmm. Yep. So with this whole new 47, with a whole new thing in 47. Let me see if I can share my screen on that portion, because I'm actually looking at. Let me see which one I was looking at. See if you guys can see that. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but you should be able to see it. Right, you should be able to see it. But that is definitely the WBO rankings that came out. Right, so that's what I'm saying is, I don't know if this came out before or after. You know what I mean? I don't know if this came out before or after, but it had to come out after, because I believe that Brian Norman at one point was number 10, if I'm not mistaken. He could have been number 9. I'm not sure. But I do know that Conor Ben popped up at number 12. I do know that for a fact. The NABO, which is pretty much the interim, which Brian Norman has now. And then, of course, we know that, Terrence Crawford is the WBA champion And of course, he had the WBO. He was the undisputed champion, but he had definitely going to relinquish those belts as he goes up to 154 pounds. So 9 times out of 10, Brian Norman Jr. would definitely be elevated to the champion, right? You got Gaiusov in there. Of course, you still see Earl Spence there, but I believe that Earl Spence is going up to 154 pounds, as he stated that he can no longer make 147 pounds. So you got Sai Seika. He's from the Pacific, Asia Pacific. Of course, you got Karian Chikaduzian, who also fight Jerome Boots Ennis, who actually gave Jerome Boots Ennis an ugly fight right there. He gave him an ugly fight. Many people question Jerome Boots Ennis' force, cutting off the ring and things of that nature, right? And then, of course, you got Derek Cuvas. Don't know much about him, right? I don't know about him, but I do know who Liam Taylor is. Do know who he is. So it's some other fights in here. I'm not sure what Top Rank is wanting to do next, but what could potentially happen? Maybe Top Rank want to give Brian Norman Jr. Maybe they want to give Brian Norman Jr. A homecoming fight, which could be possible. You do know that they have had fights they have had a fight down here. The last time they had a fight down here was presumably about, I think that was 2021, so 3 years ago. 3 years ago when they had Shakur Stevenson versus Jamel Herring down here. So that'll be interesting. That'll be another, fight that you can bring down here. You put some big names on it, but with that being said, this is Brian Norman Jr. is literally the first champion in 20 some odd years, I want to say. The first champion in 20 some odd years in Atlanta. You know what I mean? So say don't see it. I won't send it again. Let's see. Let me see this again. Oh, that's why. Shit, my dumb crazy self. Let me send this out again. Sorry about that. Okay, so this should do it right here. Trying to get him in here, man. Trying to get Sing in here. Trying to get C in here. But yeah, man. That's where I'm at with this. So that's where I'm at with this. Salute T Dog 34. What's good with you? Up in LD, what's good with you, man? What's going on? What's happening? Mr. Shelton, what's good with you? PJH Big Dog, what's going on? So it's many things that can happen. One of the things I did see is, man, I know you guys are pretty much familiar with the Rise podcast. However, I am familiar with them too. But I'm a big, I am a fan of Jaleel Hackett. But it's quite funny when you become champion, people start to bark up your tree and automatically want the shot. Now, Jaleel Hackett, Jaleel Hackett is a hell of a fighter. But when I see the Rise podcast and I know that Jaleel Hackett is now training with Tank, training with Tank and, by their side and, being put on notice by that team over there. But what makes a person think they can just automatically jump the line? You know what I mean? And a person can come out and say, we want to see this fight next. Now, I get it. All publicity is good publicity, no matter how you look at it, right? I understand that. But when I just showed you guys the WBO rankings, I see Jaleel Hackett name nowhere on there. But to come calling somebody out, which is cool because you're supposed to, you know, so which is cool, but you're supposed to. But me being familiar with the Rise podcast, that's almost like starting shit. It's almost like starting shit. You just can't say that's the fight we want to see next. No. You're saying that because that's your people. We understand that. You know what I mean? We understand that. But I didn't see Jaleel Hackett say, shit, well, I want some of Jerron Boots Ennis. I ain't seen that. So my thing is, yeah, you got some work in with Brian Norman Jr. before. Y'all got some good work in. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if you got some with Boots, but I didn't see the same energy being had for Boots when he got his belt than when Brian got his belt. You know what I mean? So I like Jaleel Hackett. It's nothing. It's not. I like him, but you know, in this game, like I tell everybody, some people deserve a chance who may not even be known. Like you got the Asian Pacific guy sitting right there, number 3 and number 4 in the WBO. And you probably, you know, instead of calling out these guys that's in the WBO rankings, you want to go jump the line and call it the champion. I totally understand that. I totally get it. Yesterday I stopped through this channel. You know, I stopped through this channel, and like I tell you, you know, like I say all the time, you know, sometimes you can listen to a person and see what they really know, right? And I'm listening to this podcast, or not podcast, I'm listening to this show. And a person say, well, you know, I don't even know where Brian Norman Jr. come from. How did he jump the line? When he said that, I automatically knew, uh-oh. You just on here just trying to make some money. I automatically knew that. I said, yeah. Buddy on here just trying to make some money. He want to talk some boxing. He just want to make some money. He can't even tell you. Damn, that's crazy. How the hell you don't see it? Man, my shit. Man, this shit starting to make me mad, bro. Oh, man. Man, that shit just made me mad, bro. I know I ain't tripping. Yeah, I had to send Senior another one. Like, I know I ain't tripping. I know shit tripping, man. I'm leaving out words, misspelling words, but yeah, man. And I knew then by listening to these gentlemen talk, and like I say, I don't throw shade on nobody, but I do keep it a book. You know what I'm saying? I do keep it a book. And from what I've seen, you know, I'm listening. He says that I don't even know where Brian Norman Jr. came from. Damn. Well, we know he was in the top 15. One thing we did know, right? If you follow the rankings, one thing we did know is that he was definitely in the top 15. That's something we did know. That's something that everybody should be aware of. Before I left on here, you know, before I left for, you know, a good while, I used to tell you guys all the time, hey, check out L-Dub show. Hey, watch the rankings. Make sure you're looking at the rankings. Make sure you look at the WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO. You know what I mean? All these different organizations. So you'll know what's going on. So you won't be surprised. You see what I'm saying? The rankings come out monthly. They come out monthly. The WBA, they bring their rankings out every last day of the month around like 8:30 at night, Eastern time. So it's like clockwork. So I'm my eyes, my ears always hip to what's going on. I may be absent, but I know what's going on. I can see who's moving in the rankings. I can see who's dropping out. I can see who's coming in. Hell, you can go back and look at rankings from last year, yesterday. You know what I mean? So for me to see that was a little disturbing. You know, And I wanted to go check in on that channel today, but when I hear stuff like that, it just let me know you just on here rambling. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being a part of the problem, uh, you causing the problem. Other boxing news today. I definitely seen some nonsense again. I haven't really said too much of the I seen some other boxing news. There was this guy on Twitter. He was pretty. I haven't talked about the whole Devin and Ryan thing today. In Eastern Standard Time in 5 minutes, it'll definitely be the 22nd. So a lot of people will definitely be, seeing what's going on with the whole Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney tomorrow. Of course, everybody's going to be talking about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I haven't spoke about that, and of course, everybody know that I'm against PED users and steroid users and things of that nature. But a guy was on Twitter today, and you can just tell the hate for Devin Haney, right? It's quite funny that people have so much animosity towards Devin Haney. For what reason? But when you ask them, oh, his dad. Listen. My thing is, what the hell does his dad not the one that's putting on boxing gloves? So what does his dad has to do with anything? You see what I'm saying? That's just like me talking to Brian Norman Sr., who should be coming up in a few seconds. He's not getting in the ring. He can talk however, say however, whatever he want to say. He's not getting in the ring because we know Brian Norman Jr. is getting in the ring. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, man, what the heck is going on? Man, this is crazy. Man, I know I ain't tripping, bro. I know I ain't tripping. Sorry about that. I'm trying to fix something on here. Trying to get him on his link, but I know I ain't tripping. I know I sent it to the right person. DS, what's good with you? Shemaine Callahan, what's going on? T-346 say Norman looked really good this weekend. Shut a lot of people up on prime time. Absolutely. Kevin Fett said here loud and clear. But like I was saying, person on Twitter was pretty much, yapping away about, my thing is I don't get the hate, you know what I'm saying, with Devin, right? I don't get that. And I'm looking at somebody say there's no reason any fighter should be coming in 18% heavier than the fighting weight. It's illegal, first off, and it's dangerous. Huh? But we're going to get back to that, man, because I got my dog, man. I got my dog for the pull up, man.
What's up, dog?
Now, you out there working, ain't it?
No, hell no, I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing shit since I've been back.
Okay, man. We just, we got a lot of people on here, man, and of course they wanted to hear from you. A lot of people been seeing that you've been, checking in on different channels and going live and things of that nature, man. We just want to get your feelings and thoughts on this past weekend on the fight with your son.
To get my feelings on it?
Yeah, your thoughts, because you've been very, very vocal.
My feelings on the fight itself, or what? You gotta be more specific. What you mean? The feeling of the fight itself, the feeling of how am I feeling
Just,
about the win?
yeah, how you feel about the win, and of course, at one point in time, I know you listen, man. A lot of people, criticize you. I forget what fight it was, but a lot of people criticize you because of what they heard you saying uh, in the corner one fight. But a lot of, I'm going to let you address that part. But I know what you're going to say, but I want to let you address that part.
Quitting around the fight. That's what it was, man. Anyway, and you already know, like I don't. People were listening to what they was being told, and I'm training and coaching and trying to reach my son in the corner. I'm not trying to reach the people in my ear that I ain't thinking about. Don't even
Right.
remember and don't even remember they there. So, what I'm saying? I'm trying to reach my son. What I'm saying? I'm trying to communicate with him, and that's how we communicate. He already knew what to do. He already knew what I expected. We talk, even with this fight, like we go over this shit a million times, like probably more than that. And that's not even an exaggeration. We go over
No.
this shit over and over and over. Like I look at these people, I devise a plan, I see what they do, I see their strengths, I see their weaknesses. We come up with their plan. I need him to stick to the plan. I need him to stick to the plan. So in that particular case right there, I was just letting them know when I said, just if for some that don't know what was said, one of the things that was said was figure it out.
Right.
Bottom line, it was like this: he was gonna win the fight anyway. He was winning the fight anyway, clearly, hands down. Clearly, I needed him to win the fight. Clearly, I'm not clearly. I needed him. I really wanted him to knock him out. I wanted
Right.
him to get some clean shots and to knock him out. That was the main thing. And so I told him pretty much in the corner, like I said, for the people that don't know, you winning the fight anyway or whatever else, you know what we trying to get done, you know what we trying to do. Matter of fact, we was trying to do what just got done Saturday night. That's what we was trying to do then. You know what I'm saying? Make a statement. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was telling him what needed to be done to make that statement. And I was like, well, look, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So anyway, it came across these other people. Oh, he don't even know what to tell him. He's clueless about what to tell him. I've been trying to figure out the whole time. I'm clueless about what to tell him, and he needs a new coach. But yet, and still, he's in the ring whooping Olympic team captain's ass. What the fuck? How do they go together? You know what I'm saying? How does that shit go together? I don't understand that. I don't know what that's about, man.
Yeah, for sure. Man, how you feel about your son victory this past weekend, man? Can you explain the feeling?
Um,
I mean,
uh,
just as a father, though, not even from a coach standpoint, for just as a father, because me
it's
looking
surreal.
at it, yeah,
It's
yeah,
surreal. They don't even seem it's surreal. I know it's real. I knew it was possible. You knew it was possible. You've been there a long time through the journey, or whatever. So it's surreal.
right,
Especially how it's like it came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
right,
That's the
right,
main thing. Like my son is really a world champion. Like how you hear people, you've been hearing people, and you've been saying it for years. Of people saying, "Man, he's gonna be a world champion one day." Damn,
right.
we didn't think it was gonna be today. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You say that shit, but now with the thoughts of like, when is it gonna be? Damn, he's the fucking world champion. He's 23 years old. He's world champion. Not a lot of fighters get that opportunity. Not a lot of people do that. That's
Right.
pretty fucking impressive. You know what I'm saying?
It is. Right.
And it's tripping me out because I'm looking for the smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been riding through looking for, me. I'm looking everywhere for smoke. That's what I
Yeah.
want. I want the smoke. I want the smoke that I was getting with you don't know how to coach. Yeah, you need it. That's what I'm looking for. I don't see none of that smoke. I don't see none of that smoke, but I also don't see no apologies.
No, no,
I don't
yeah,
see how it's amazing. I know how the game go. It's amazing that when a fighter does so well and he tells you, my daddy, my daddy. He says it all the time in every interview. My daddy, my daddy, my daddy. You get what I'm saying?
right,
We don't get none of the credit. None. We
right,
don't you never hear about how well he was taught. You don't never it's only when the fighter is doing bad that you even hear about the coach.
right,
You feel me?
right,
Now, the only time other time you may hear about the coach It's when the fighter does bad, then he changes coaches. Then you might hear about the coach.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Then you might
Right.
hear about how well he's doing now that he's with this coach or whatever. But in this particular case, bro, you don't even like. I'm non-existent. And I'm not saying I need no credit. I'm saying that after the shit y'all fucking pulled and all this shit that was out there,
Right.
motherfucker, you better put some respect on my name too. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You
The,
got to.
the game plan, everything that he does, and that shit, he was taught that shit. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right. Because I mean, if you ask me, looking from the outside, well, I don't say from because I'm on the inside, but from looking at it from a fan standpoint, people was counting Brian Norman Jr. out. I was like, you can't do that. You
Right,
can't do that. And and it's a lot of people who don't know, some of the things that was, transpiring, like just injury buzz and things of the nature. They just see or hear, oh, this sparring or that sparring, and where's this person who's been sparring? We haven't seen that. And I'm like, hey
right.
man, you got to be patient. He's still well, I ain't gonna say a kid because he's definitely a grown man,
Nah,
but
but he still was a kid. No, he is still a kid. He is.
right,
23 is still a fucking kid. Like, let's be real,
right,
bro. Come on, man.
right,
He's mature. He's mature for his age, but he's still a fucking kid. Like, come on, dog. The
right.
niggas still watch anime. I don't know if grown men do, but the niggas still watch anime. Like, come on, dog. You might watch this shit too. I don't know.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? But it's definitely, man. He's the first world champion in Atlanta in quite a long time, man.
Yes, long time.
Y'all pretty much cemented history. That's history right there, man.
There is. I can't think of any out of I can't think of any. I can think of Vernon Forrest, Holyfield, O'Neal Bell, and my son.
Yeah,
Larry Holmes from Georgia, but I don't think he's from Atlanta.
he's not from Atlanta.
He's not from Atlanta. Those
Mhm.
those are the only four champions. My son's a world. That's fucking pretty. That's pretty fucking big.
Pretty big, man.
That's
That's
pretty
pretty big.
big.
That's to
And
be
he's 20.
respected.
And he's 23. Holyfield would have had to go to the Olympics and everything else. I don't think he did it at 23.
No,
Vernon Forrest, I know he didn't do it at 23.
no.
O'Neal Bell, I know him personally. I was there. We were around the same time. I know
Right.
for a fact he did. So I know for 1,000% out of those three that I can only think of, my son's the youngest fucking world champion out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Absolutely, man. That's to be
Hey, look,
represented
we've been
in
saying, listen, we've been saying this shit the whole time. In the world, Craig, right? That's the top flight, top flight security.
in the world, Craig. In the
Other
world.
world, other world, other world. You know, you like top flight security, other world, Craig.
Yeah, of the world, Craig. Yeah, for sure. That's true. That's true,
Right.
man. And that's got to be a great feeling, though. That's got to be a great feeling. And I seen you guys go to the gym yesterday. I seen Brian at the gym. I'm not sure if you
Yeah,
went.
nah, I ain't been to no damn man. I ain't been to no damn.
I
And I'm so
seen you.
thorough. I'm so thorough off, bro. I'm still thorough. That's why I say yeah. When I'm working, I'm so damn thorough off. I don't know what the hell to do. I don't know. I'm going, coming. Like I'm all over the damn place because that 3 hour difference.
Yeah.
The 3 hour difference from where we was at for so long. Then all the damn traveling back and forth or whatever else, and all this stressful shit. Even dealing with this here too, it's just stressful for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He a lot more acclimated right now than I am. I'm still thrown off.
Well,
Hopefully I'll be straight tomorrow.
he get homesick, and that's another thing I was going to ask you about camp because I knew he was going to Dallas, Texas, but I'm quite sure everybody else didn't. But when he got to Dallas, Texas, it's like he locked in immediately, and when he locked in, from me knowing and seeing, I said, "Oh yeah, he locked in." And I believe he posted some pictures with who was it? I think it was Puelo and what's the other kid name? Puelo and man, the other southpaw that fought Shakur Stevenson.
God
I
damn.
I forget his name.
Del Santos.
De Los Santos, right? De Los Santos. And me,
Yeah, man, he did.
I've always known to know B to be in shape. But when I seen that picture, I said, oh shit. Like I seen a whole different physique
Right.
than I always see. I said, oh yeah. He
Yeah,
locked in. And I haven't talked to Brian because I was training for my fight too. So
that
I
was
didn't
some
get
of
a
the
chance
best
to
work.
really talk to him.
Yeah, that was some of the best. That was some of the best work we got. Yeah, that was a good day. He sparred with 2 world champions, man. That's a lot of experience right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And again, just like before, all the other people that he done sparred or whatever, and he did pretty good with it, whatever. It just solidifies to him every time. I just need him to understand it. But yeah, of course, your kid is, you are supposed to be here. You are supposed to be on the level. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Right. So you got to believe in yourself. But Tay, did you see his fucking face during that fight?
Oh my God, yes, I did.
Bro, I didn't. I
Yeah, I
came
saw.
home and I came home and I watched that shit. I was like, what the fuck? He was fucking sniped, but he was locked the fuck in.
He was locked. He was locked in. He was locked
Man,
in.
he was like, he was cool, he was calm, he that motherfucker wasn't breathing worth a damn. You know what I'm saying? As far as hard, bro. He
Yeah,
was locked in.
he was.
He
He
was
was.
locked in, man. I was impressed like a mother. I watched it like, wow. I'm just looking at my boy eyes, eyes wide open. Hey man, that shit was impressive.
Man, was crazy. I seen him hurt. Whenever he would tie him up, he would look at you. He'd be like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I
That's
said,
how aware he was.
"Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
how aware he was.
yeah,
That shit was crazy. He was so aware. He was
yeah,
like, okay, I got you.
yeah, yeah, man." And it's a beautiful thing, man. Like I say, I knew he was locked in just because I haven't talked to him. Normally, I talk to him all the time.
Right.
I said, yeah, he locked in. But it
Yeah, he
came
was locked
a
in.
point in the time in the fight where he was possessed.
Yeah, I agree. I
When
agree. He
he
goes
was
some other
possessed,
shit.
I
He
mean, he
goes
was
some other
walking
shit.
to the man. Like it came a point in time, like it's like I saw him grow up in that fight. He walking to the
Right.
man with his hands down. I said, oh hell. When he did that, I said, oh hell. I said, oh, I knew it was about to happen. Because
Right. Right.
I've seen it so many different times. So what I be trying to tell people.
Right.
I've seen
Yeah,
it
that's
so
when you're gonna get there and lay your ass up out of there.
exactly.
Right. Ass up out of there.
Exactly. So when I seen that, I said, "Oh, it's over with. It's over with, man." And it's a
Mhm.
good payday for me. I told him, "Come on by the house, put some steaks on the grill, man. I got plenty of waiting on him."
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
But I seen you've been making your rounds and things of that nature. But of course, everybody gonna ask what's next. Uh, what do you believe, or have you guys started talking about your next fight or different plans y'all want to make
Man,
next?
I didn't want to overlook Santian, but I was fucking thinking about the next fight before the fight happened. But I didn't like vocally say no shit, but I really was. I was like, damn, well, what's next for me? Because he was the top rank had again. That's why I didn't expect it to come so soon. It was just
Absolutely.
by the grace of God, and it was how the stars lined up that way. It stars lined up that way because of the rumor that got behind that shit that he got on him about the Quentin Rounder fight, a fucking fight that he won against a fucking Olympian, undefeated. I still don't understand that. I
Right.
still don't understand. I for the life of me, I'm sitting there listening like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? This man is an undefeated Olympian from Olympic team captain.
Right.
The whole fight, he was being criticized. The Olympian wasn't being criticized at all. The Olympian is losing 10 fucking rounds.
Absolutely. I
Complete.
was there. I was there. It was in LA. I mean,
Right.
Vegas.
In
I was there.
Vegas. He
Right.
he lost every fucking round, but again, it was by design. Then the next fight, he got dropped, wasn't hurt, got back up, did his thing.
Right.
And I feel like that's what I think that's what made his team believe that he was that he could take on this fight, Santian. I believe that's what made his team believe that this would be a good fight for him to win or easy fight for him to win. And because a lot of people, that's why they had him as an underdog. A lot of people was like, oh man, I'm going to sleep. If you seen any of the comments, you seen it. That's what every comment say. He going to sleep. He gonna get knocked out. He gonna get knocked. I probably seen 4 or 5 comments, and all of them was from people I know. They might say otherwise. You know what I'm saying? And so they just didn't know what the fuck they was getting into. But I already knew. I already knew what it was.
Man, I knew what it was for one. The style that Santillan has. Brian Norman see that style all the time.
Tailor made for him. Tailor
He
made
come to
for
our
him.
gym. He come to
Yeah,
our gym and see that style. So
yeah.
it was. I'm like, man, he's seen that before. That's crazy.
But I'm one thing I am happy about also. is that the world gets to see that the power ain't a fluke. Remember when we was at when Deontay Wilder was with you, we was at that bowling alley, the one when he fought that boy Angelo Snow, knocked him through the ropes and all that shit.
Yeah. That's our first.
That
was our
was
first time
two
on
days.
the card.
That was 2 days before. My son fought. He did not fight the way we planned. He did not fight the way we trained. We decided to fight that fight 2 days before. And
that was
I
his
said,
first
look,
fight.
I told him, say what now?
That was his first fight in of being of age to fight in Georgia.
Yes, in Atlanta. Yeah, you're right. And he fought a guy 7-2. He beat the brakes off. I mean, you seen how everybody was excited, woo, this and that. And so I told him, I was like, look, man, I don't like watching the last few of his fights, and that ain't good. So I was thinking, and I told him, I said, your best fight was Angelo Snow. Yeah. We need to go back to that. We need to do that. And that's what he did. So what I'm excited about and I'm happy for is from now on, the way and the delivery, the way he was delivering the punches, ain't nobody gonna say he ain't got no power no more. We ain't gonna hear that no more.
Right. No, absolutely. And then you can look at his face. You can look at Centillion's face. I actually think that Centillion, he may not be the same after that.
You can't be. He broke everything in him. Yeah, in his spirit, he broke.
I don't think Centillion is going to be the same after that one.
You can't be the same after a whooping like that. You can't be.
Right.
You can't be. And also, I want to say, I felt bad for him at first. But I don't now because I went back and I watched the fight. And I seen how dirty he was.
He was very dirty.
He was rapid punching my boy behind the head. We already know what that caused. We know that. And he kept intentionally trying to do it. Yep. He was throwing his elbow. So that means you don't give a fuck about my son. The fact that you're doing that right there alone, that's the one that can hurt him for life.
That was what I was going to ask you too.
Yeah, that's the one that can hurt him for fucking life. So that one is why I don't even feel bad at all. I felt bad for him at first. In front of his hometown, he got fuck him. That's how I feel now.
Because I was going to ask you because from me looking at it on TV, and I know you probably in the spirit of the moment, so you're probably not really paying attention to it. It looked like the referee was trying to give Centillion some room and give him, the fight.
You saw that shit. You ain't gotta ask me that. You knew what the fuck was going on. Right. Everybody, they kicked me. It was so bad. They kicked me out of the ring. Everybody was against us. Commission was against us. Referee was against us. You didn't see when I came in to celebrate it. They put me out the ring.
That's what you had put on.
That's what I just put on my story. He kicked me out. He kicked me out. I went lying. I went playing.
Right.
The man kicked. They was so mad. The man kicked me out the ring. I said, did you see all the people in the ring?
Yeah.
Everybody was in the ring. I looked over there, even on the tape. I seen the guy from Top Rank. Everybody was in the ring.
Yeah, they were. Everybody.
That motherfucker put me out the ring and threatened to fine me. He said, "You're gonna be lucky if you don't get fined." That's what. Go look back at the video, and you'll see me get serious. And I'm looking like you'll see me get serious when I'm talking to him. Like, what going on? But hey man, I'm a black man. I know about the police, so I'm used to shit like that. I know sometimes people abuse their power, abuse what they can do. So I already knew where it go. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. So when it got the ring, I wasn't even belligerent. I was like, all right, excuse me, I'm sorry. I probably just got the fuck out the ring. It didn't even matter. So everybody else is in the ring. Everybody else was in the ring. That's when I hooked them outside the ring. What? That's when the one where you saw me hooking him on side of the rope. You go back and watch the end of it. You can see everything transpire. That man put me out the ring. I wouldn't lie.
Wow.
Put me out the ring.
I seen you put it on your stories.
Put me out the ring. Put me out the ring and threatened to fine me.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. But see, now I know you're in somebody else's backyard. They was already mad now.
Mad as hell. The whole fucking crowd was mad.
To get the hell on.
Get the fuck, all right, motherfucker. And I didn't realize how racist that California was against black people, Mexicans and black. I didn't know that. I had no clue, but I know now.
But somebody, I forgot who pointed it out. I was listening to somebody point it out, but they didn't give Brian an interview in the ring, and he's the co-main event. They didn't give him an interview. And
You're right.
and inside the ring, he didn't get an
You're
interview.
right. You're right. Hey,
Because I heard
we ain't never.
somebody,
Hey,
I forget who I was listening to who said that. I
we
said,
ain't never. We ain't never had it easy, man. If you listen to Tim Bradley, nobody was on his side. You listen to Tim Bradley, even he was doing a little slick ass shit. Yeah, he was better than he was before, but all that shit about see, look at Norman. Like I think they was in the middle of a fight. And Santini hit him with an uppercut. Motherfucker, we in a fight. B just piecing his ass, fucking him up with uppercuts and shit. See, look, that's the problem with Norman. He does well half the fight, then he all of a sudden just like he goes to
yeah,
sleep.
yeah, I see. He said you go to sleep. I'm like, man, this is
What
a
you,
world class
but
fighter.
look, the whole time he's saying it, be still witch collar, right? Joe Tessitore fair as hell. He was fair as hell. Joe Tessitore say, look at him, he's doing good work on the inside, isn't that? And I need you to go look at it and listen to what I'm saying. When he said that, he was like, yeah, I mean, he's doing good work right now, but I mean, yeah, listen to it, bro. Listen to this man. Now, the last thing that's a nail in the coffin.
Uh-huh.
The first knockdown and the last knockout came probably within 15 seconds of each other, 15,
Right,
20 seconds of each other.
right.
Tim didn't say a word from the first knockdown to the last knockout. You go look at any highlight that's out there of that knockout, you're going to hear Joe Tessitore, woo, all of that. You won't hear it. These are people with microphones in their ear, so it's very sensitive.
Right.
You feel me? You won't hear Tim Bradley say a word.
Yeah, no,
You
I
won't hear
got
him
it
say a
recorded
word.
on my phone.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I got it recorded on my phone right here.
Yeah, listen to it. He won't say a word. But but I do peep this about him anyway. Then he started telling you he likes for a person to do something, and when they do it, he likes to seem so smart. So he
Right.
come back and tell you what he doing and how bitch, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Shut up. That's obvious what the fuck. See, he did that. He split the guard. He like, nigga, we know what we looking at. What are you
Right.
talking about?
Right.
So that's what he came back and did later. So after it, then he started talking. But at that moment, at that exciting moment, he didn't say a word. He said one word from the first knockdown to the second knockdown. Didn't say a word.
I want to say Lil B had checked him after the fight. Because
He
I
did
seen
not
him.
fucking check and be nice ass went to fucking explaining himself.
Yeah. I
B
thought he
went to
said, I'm only
explaining
23
himself,
years
telling him,
old.
man, I was only 22 years old, man. Now I'm 23, man. I'm just learning. Nigga, you ain't got to talk that. I did not even see that. I was there. I was there and didn't see B do that till I got home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had no fucking clue. I wish he
That's
didn't
what I
do that.
thought. That's what I thought was going on. But
I honestly wish he didn't do that. I don't like he did that because I told him I was going to dress it because, you know, as a man, I dress anything and anybody about
sure, I
anything.
know.
So, right. So I was going to address it to Tim the next time I seen him, which was in March, you know, with that Boca Chica fight.
Uh-huh.
And I got to thinking about, you know, I watch all the top rank shit and whatever else, and I listen to him commentate. Then I started paying attention that some of the exact same things he was criticizing my son about, he was giving some people praises or he was giving them passes. Yeah, they're young, and it was certain. I was like, you know what, bro, I would be a fool to go to him and try to, you know, it don't make sense.
Right.
It was clearly on purpose. So I'm not going to talk to a motherfucker that just purposely don't like my boy for no motherfucking reason.
Right.
You telling my boy like he don't know what's going on. He's saying, yeah, but he's had he had 25 fights. He needs to step it up. When is he gonna step it up? What do you mean? When is he gonna step it up? The last fight he just fought a fucking Olympian that's undefeated. He 13-0. This fight right here, the fight with Boca Chica, he probably got 17-2. Like what are you talking about?
And what was crazy is, and I know for a fact that, you know, you guys have made the hardest fight possible that you could make fighting with Top Rank.
Absolutely.
I know that.
That's what I'm saying. He acting like he don't understand how the business work. We don't fucking, what you want to say? Hey, get us a Mike Tyson. It don't work that way, bro. You know what I'm saying? He know that.
Right. Yeah, he know that. He know that.
You're right. But he's putting it out there to the other people. And unfortunately, to the people who don't understand and know, and you got the casuals, or not even just casual, fucking casual, your family on Facebook or your family on Instagram, and the people that see it, that celebrate, oh, he's pretty good. Now, when they watch him on TV, they listen to this pussy motherfucker telling you how he ain't shit, how he ain't never fought shit. His competition is this and company. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
They can't unhear that.
Nah, for sure.
They
I
can't
know.
unhear that shit.
Right. I know.
So that's why I ain't fucking like that. And if fight me in the I ain't even go in there. I ain't fucking with him. Kiss my ass. I slap him upside his big ass head. To be honest with you, that's what I want the fight to be. I want him to fight B. That's what I wanted. I wanted B to call him out. Other fighters fight at 40 years old, 41 years old. I want to say, motherfucker, if I'm so sorry, please put them goddamn gloves. Because B would have murked Tim Bradley. The way Tim Bradley fight, B would have murked him.
Tim Bradley's a walking punching bag, though.
He'll walk in punch. B would have murked the fuck out of him with that style because he ain't got no real power and he gonna come forward and try to get something. B would have fucked him up.
He just muscle. That's it.
B would have fucked him up. B tailor made for B. So I want him to come out and show us these skills that he's supposed to have and tell us how not one to be like when Quentin Randall fight. He was like, you see that? Like that, he like that's all this was in the second round. That's all he had. You take that away, what else do we have? We don't have nothing else. This is the second round.
Man,
why is he on my boy like that? What the fuck is going on?
It was crazy because Quentin Randall, he game. He was a real game. You know what I mean? He made it it wasn't that B made it an ugly fight. It was that Quentin Randall made it an ugly fight. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, man, yes. I don't get it, man. But I'm just happy that I was there to witness it because I'm looking at him like, he making this an ugly fight.
Right. But it's all good, man. We got through it, man.
But Quentin Randall, but you know, but now I can say, I'm gonna say this: he ain't the same since that fight.
No, he lost again the next time. Hell no, he ain't the same.
He just got stopped
again.
I think he just fought like what about a month ago or something like that.
No, he didn't get stopped.
He didn't get stopped.
No, he lost two.
He didn't look.
Hold on, he lost two. He lost right after B, but he ain't get stopped. Hold on, hold on.
Man, I could have sworn he just fought. And he lost. I know he lost. Let me see. I'm looking.
Oh no, he won. He won.
His last fight?
Yeah, he lost one after B. He lost one right after B. Then he won one. I just seen that he won one.
Man, I thought he lost. Well,
he probably got 3. He probably got 3 and 13. How the fuck you gonna lose to that?
Oh, see, now I don't know about that fight.
I didn't know about it either until I just saw it. He probably got. I mean, just probably a fight to get him back in the win column. You got to get back in the win column to get your money back up.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, I know.
Right. Yeah, you gotta get in the win column. Exactly. Yeah, so you gotta get in the win
column. Here say that the jail pose was bad when Brian did it, but it was okay when El Rayo stopped Cobra not too long ago. Now I do remember that because I seen people celebrate after knockouts.
Right.
That right there was a monumental knockout.
Right. It wasn't even. I'm not worried about none of that again because Gio's such a fucking dirty fighter. I'm not apologetic about that bullshit. Dance all over that one. You piss on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
They say Top Rank don't have no better welter than Gio. You just beat.
Yes. Exactly.
So what would
be the top dog? Be the top dog at Top Rank. Be the top dog in the WBO. Be the top dog. You know what I'm saying? He up there with the names. He up there with it's only him. It's Boots, IBF, Emmanuel Stanionis, WBA. Who the fuck else I was just said? B at WBO, and who that WBC. Oh, Mario Barrios, WBC.
But let me ask you this question. Now I'm getting ready to see Shelly Finkel, so we know we can make that what's his name, that Stanionis fight. I'm getting ready to see Shelly Finkel tomorrow, so we can make that fight. But what I was gonna say is this right here. By him being with Top Rank, do you think that it is gonna be trouble making these other fights?
Well, thankfully, I think the trajectory of the whole thing is changing lately because I mean I know you PBC boy. Is Deontay still with PBC?
No, he was Saudi.
Okay, good. So I ain't gotta worry about you keeping me no shit about this. It don't look like that they got no. From what I'm hearing, because I don't know. I don't get into that shit. I'm not with man PPC, bro. I don't know, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into that shit.
Right.
Well, I know some niggas who be into that shit, be sensitive about that shit. No, yeah. Okay, fine, nigga. I don't care. But anyway, but it don't look like they got no real dates. All of their dates are pay-per-view dates type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, for example, I think that with that going on and them not really having, because I mean, that's all another story. But anyway, with that going on, you see Top Rank cross promote with Golden Boy all the time. That's how Rocha fought Santillan, and Santillan got that name, and we took that shit from him. Right. And you see, I think Matchroom just did cross promotion too.
Yeah, Matchroom he in the business with Matchroom.
That's all we need.
Yeah, because
all we need. The only ones we don't have is PBC, and now they don't have no real dates. So they fighters want to fight. They got a lot of fighters.
Man, we can talk about that. That's a whole nother story. But when I talk about it, people, I get people try to.
Again, I know you in the mix on that kind of shit. That's why I said I know if he was fucking signed to, you gonna be talking about I ain't got time for that tonight. I don't know, and I really don't give a fuck. All I want to know is, can we make these fights happen? That's all I need to know. I don't give a fuck who broke. That's their personal business. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't Top Rank and the promoters there who we fucking with, we good. Shit.
So I just so when I look over on the roster on the other side at 147, I don't really.
The other side is what?
Well, when I say the other side, because I was just showing everybody. Let me see if I can get it back up here. I was just showing everybody the rankings. Here we go, right here. Can you see that right there?
Yeah.
So I was looking at the rankings. I remember when B had cracked the top 15, and it's just, I know a lot of people don't know how this go, but unfortunately I do. And I was just telling everybody, I was listening to a podcast, and a guy just, I can tell who doing this for money and who ain't, but a guy, got up there and said, Brian Norman, I don't even know how he got up there. Damn, if you pay attention to the rankings, you would have knew he was top 15 before that fight.
And he would also know that he fought Quinn Rauner for the fucking WBO international title.
Exactly. But they don't know that. But when I look right here though, B, when I look right here, this actually came out the same day that y'all fought. It either
they moved him up to 9.
Right, they moved him up, but he would, now he's gonna be number 1. Right. Now he's gonna be number 1. But I'm looking at, Giasov, I'm looking at him. I know Spence, he getting ready to get X'd out because he's going up to 54.
Right.
And one name that I do see is Karen Chikaduzian. That's the same guy who fought Jerron Boots Ennis.
Right.
And I'm looking at like a Liam Taylor, because I think he is Matchroom. And like you said before, that could be a fight, or Alexis Rocha. But I don't think Alexis Rocha will come back and get a title fight because he hasn't fought since then.
I think he did, bro. I think he got a win. Let me check.
No, I don't think Alexis Rocha.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, B.
All right, hold on 1 second. He did fight.
He's fought since the
yeah.
Who he fought?
Guy named Frederick Lawson, 34-2 or 30-2, something like that.
When the hell was this?
I'll be paying attention. Because I know he needed to be in the win column for us to even consider that or even make that happen. You know what I'm saying? He won.
But it don't. But for me, it don't make sense like that. No, man, hell no.
It was also said that that's the same thing that was said by somebody else on our team, that it don't make. I understand. I feel you. I want to fight. I want to fight for the name. I want the Rocha fight. I want the Rocha fight. I want the Barrios fight. I want the Stanionis fight. I want the I want the Devin Haney fight, which I know I will never get. I want the Ryan Garcia fight, which I know we'll never get.
We gotta test him though.
Huh?
We gotta test him.
I ain't even worried about testing.
We got to test that.
Beat the PDs out his ass, have him pissing in the ring. Goddamn, I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about testing.
Yeah.
What else? Who else I want to fight? Who we want to fight? Conor Ben. Conor Ben was actually number one. That B said.
Now,
Conor Ben. Yeah, it was Barrios first, but he thought about it. He said he wanted to fight Conor Ben before Barrios. So, because of course, every fight can't be a title fight.
Yeah, for sure. Now,
every fight can't be a title fight. So the next fight, I don't believe is going to be a title defense. I don't think it will be.
Right.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe it will be.
I believe if Top Rank was smart, they'll come tap into this black market down here again. Just like they did for Jamel Herring fight, Jamel Herring and Shakur Stevenson fight. Come tap in because you got a new champion from Atlanta. I mean, it makes sense. Give him a homecoming fight. Bring, tap into this.
Yeah,
market.
That's what everybody keeps saying. Bring him to Atlanta, right? It makes sense. And then get a. Yeah, I agree. I can see on that.
Fight. You know what I mean?
I want to fight the fucking winner of AB and what's the name?
Bilal Cobb that's at 40. Oh damn, it is at 47. Yeah, that's the name. Yeah, that's the name too.
I want the name. I want the names. I want you to see that motherfucker like, oh shit. That's what I want.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
We ain't ducking no smoke. We ain't no smoke being ducked. Ain't none of that shit going on. I think my boy the best. He gonna be the best. He need a little more seasoning. By the time he finish cooking, he gonna cook everybody.
What do you got to say to the people? Because I know, man, I know people gonna ask me why I didn't say this. People want to know about Boots. I've been seeing people saying, "Oh, he don't want to fight Boots," but see, I know he been training and sparring with Boots since 2020.
Yeah, there's part a few times, man. That ain't even. I mean, again, ain't nobody ducking Boots. Real good friend. Real good friend. Real cool with his daddy and him or whatever else. I mean, they cool. I love their dynamics. I love, that I love everything about what they got going on. Shit, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck we going. Well, we need that dog work. Where the fuck we gonna go now? You know what I'm saying? Because I need that gym.
right. You need that work. I know it. Because he can fight southpaw and he can fight orthodox. So you need that.
No, not even just Boots. Not even just Boots. Because we wasn't just sparring Boots when we went out. He be on the sparring Boots about 3 times, maybe. I'm saying like 3 different. Man, no, I'm lying. Maybe 4 or 5.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't spar him like a ton of times, but they spar, maybe 4 or 5 times. But anyway, no, they got the work. Period. They have to work at that gym. Like that's the Mecca, man. That's the place to be. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. That's seriously. That's why Haven Brady down there. That's why them people. That's why Mac Truck was down there.
Oh shit! I know. They tell me all the time.
That's the place to be today, but that's the place to be today. That's it. So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck we gonna do this, and I don't know. Of course, maybe his daddy cooler than the fan. We talked. We talked we text and everything else. He congratulated me. I told him thank you. Woo. He was like, now you call the shots. Well, I mean, so he definitely, we definitely still cool, definitely on my side. So,
right.
I mean, none of that, and we ain't even talking about no Boots, that kind of shit. That wouldn't even like what the fuck we look like. That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, this is what makes sense. I mean, Boots 26 years old. My son 23 years old. Boots got more experience. Boots got more experience on certain caliber fighters with the what's my man name? Lipinets. The last few that he had, even Karen, the last few that he had. You know what I'm saying? He got the experience at these guys. These guys at the upper echelon. You know what I mean? So I mean, when you get in there, really like what beat my son just gained a ton. Even though he handled it masterfully. He gained a ton of experience doing that.
And I seen this interview in the back. I seen that interview. He stated that as well. He said, even though I did what I did, but I gained a ton of experience and I can't wait to go back.
He did. I'll take him to a whole nother level. And Boo's already been through that several times. And that's what allowed him to, get where he had and do what he do and like against Roman Villa, whatever. I mean, all of that shit is experience. You know what I'm saying? Right. Take experience. Like B is very talented, just like that. You know that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah, of course I know.
Yeah, he's very talented the exact same way. You know what I mean? So, but again, sometimes Sometimes it takes some seasoning. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It takes
yeah,
some
for
seasoning
sure.
to get them. So they're going to get that cake ready. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
again, I've been saying on the interview all that. If anything, with the Boots fight, ain't nobody ducking Boots or whatever the case may be. But I mean, wouldn't it make more sense to let Boots do what he do on and gain another belt, and we do what we do, gain another belt, get a couple of fights, get a couple of fights. Hopefully, a couple of years pass by. He give exciting performances. My son give exciting performances. And then you have your
they
next.
build up, right?
Right, let it build up. Then you have your next Crawford Spence fight. You know what I mean? Gotta let it marinate. Like B 23 years old, he just had one good fucking fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So let him be seen. Let him be seen by the boxing public. Let it be, let it be tested. Let it go. Let it marinate. You got
right.
these motherfuckers jumping out here off top. Oh man, he don't want this, he don't want that. Haters, bro. A bunch of fucking haters.
And, and
The
that's
shit
what I
is
was
wild.
just that's what I was just explaining to
Yeah.
the chat. I was just explaining. I'm like, man, this guy, he just on here for money because he just on here rambling.
But
How
listen
you
to me.
not? Come on,
Listen,
man.
listen. These people don't really know nothing about what the fuck they talking about. They just talking. Now I'm serious. You know as well as I, they have no
Yeah,
clue what the fuck
yeah,
they talking about. They just
right.
want everything to be negative. But he won't do this. All you see is, he's scared. You's a fucking idiot. Fighters are not scared. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You just saw my son get in the ring with a whole bunch of motherfucking heat coming at him, and you saw his face. He wasn't even motherfucking blinking right. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Somebody in the chat just asked me if you know about the the NBF list top in top rank. Is that a concern of yours?
Yeah, no black fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Cameron Duncan told me about that list before we ever got signed. Before we ever we didn't get signed with Cameron Duncan. He told me about the list. He said they got a no black fighter list, but the list for the no black fighters does not go towards black fighters. It was towards the Spanish fighters. So like when they got parents, like what is his name, Navarrete, and the champions they have,
Uh-huh.
it's for them. It's not for us. It's not just period. But
Right.
it's a real list. That's
Right.
what Cameron told me. Cameron worked there forever. He told me that.
Right.
It's a real deal list.
Shit.
Right. No black fighters.
And that goes just for the Mexican fighters.
That I don't know for sure. But
Right.
that's what he was telling me. He was like, they want to keep certain fighters away from black fighters. God rest the dead, but I'm positive that's what he said.
So that
Black fighters. That's what he said. He said certain Latin fighters, they get this, they with the NBF, no black fight, they don't fight black fighters.
so that's probably why they wasn't gonna give Navarrete to Shakur Stevenson.
Exactly.
Whew.
Exactly.
Now we just cooked.
Right. Because it is what it is. They do what they do. This shit ain't hard to fucking see. This shit ain't, you know what I'm saying, brain surgery. It's just a bunch of and all these, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, man, all these fucking dumbass, some of these dumbass boxing fans they just want for something to talk about. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
Oh
sure.
man, he's scared of this, he's scared of that, not realizing that motherfucker sometimes they won't even let you fight a motherfucker.
Right. What do you see Brian Norman maxing out at for his
Well,
weight classes?
probably mine, 168.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, he about my height. He about my not my height, but he closely he right there at my height. Yeah, he can do 168.
Damn. Yeah. Shit.
Hey man, Beast, she just fought Casey.
I know. I know.
Right, he fought Casey. B can go, man. B and he can go. I ain't worried about. I'm not worried about none of this shit.
Yeah. Man, that's definitely good work, man. That's definitely good work, man.
Right, and that's another thing. Like people, I remember when Boots put out that thing. He was like, "He'll take anybody." I think he said 147 to 168.
Yeah.
You seen that? You seen that put out?
Yeah, I seen that. Mm-hmm.
Man, you got everybody in the coach. Man, Boots get this, get man. Shit. I don't even know what the fuck you talking about, man. They just be yapping, man. It just killed me. What killed me the most is when diehard boxing fans don't know what the fuck they talking about, and they love to talk about casual fans.
Right.
I'm like, seriously, you know so little. You're pretty much a casual fan. Matter of fact, you're worse than a casual fan. You're worse than the casual fan because the casual fan don't think they know. You think you know and you don't know.
Right.
So you're worse than the casual fan. The casual fan ain't running around here trying to them facts and they spitting this and spitting that and spitting all the wrong information and thinking all the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? It be
Yeah.
the diehard boxing fans. Like, for instance, for me, with Santion and Tay, I know you knew he was gonna beat that boy, right?
I knew shit.
You
I
knew,
got
yeah,
made
you
money.
knew.
I made money.
Me too. So
Yeah, I
me
seen
looking
that.
at it, I'm looking at it like, and these are the people who on the YouTube, these are all the I'm like, notable names picking
Yeah.
him. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at like, are you seriously looking at this guy thinking he gonna beat my boy? And then they think he gonna knock him out and shit.
Right.
What suggested that he could be what suggested? So it suggested to you that a person gets dropped, knocked off balance, get up, don't wobble, don't shake, never backed up the next round, never let off the gas the next round. You understand what I'm saying? He was not hurt at all.
No,
I
not
see
at
people in
all.
the comment, man, he don't have no chin. They don't understand there's a difference in not having a chin and getting hit with a good shot and going down.
No, for sure. It's a big difference.
It's a big difference in not having a chin and getting hit with a good shot and going the fuck down. You fucking retards.
Right.
That has nothing to do with your chin.
Right.
You know, some people you get flash knockdowns.
It happens.
And it happens. You get knocked down and get your ass right back up. I mean, it's science. So when you on an accident, he hit you, you're going a certain way, and then let's say you get hit and it push you another way, the trajectory is gonna throw you off and the weight and the everything. Like if you pull your leg from up under you, you're gonna fucking fall.
You're gonna
You know what
fall.
I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You
Right.
ain't gotta
Right.
be hurt to fall. Yeah, it's gonna
Right.
fall.
Now, outside of myself, it was one other person that I know of that I spoke to that said that Brian Norman had a chance to win the fight. That's you probably Brian Norman know who I'm talking about. Well, Junior know who I'm talking about, but my guy L Dub, he had been telling people like, well, y'all go ahead and pick him, but this guy right here going on my parlay and is going on a single bet. But see, I said, because when me and Brian talked, Brian didn't even tell me he was fighting him. I called Brian, I said, well, we got Centillion, huh? He was like, damn, how you know? But he knew I be getting the information. And then he was like, what you see? I told him what I see. I said, shit, bro, you see the style all the time. All he gonna try to come do with that hard jab, something that you see anyway from our gym. You
Right.
know how to move with that. Do what you do. Get in the best shape you can do.
Right.
Shit, that's all he said. You know what I mean?
And the craziest thing is he really could have beaten him easier than he beat him. It just wouldn't have been as exciting.
Exactly.
He chose to do that shit. He wanted to do that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. He could have beat him. He could have beat him real easy.
And I think you had said something. You just box him.
He could have beat him real. That shit could have been easy as fucking pie.
Right.
So that's what tripped me out about all these people picking him. I'm like, bro, I was so I didn't see. And this is what I said when they first said it. I called everybody, all the eye people. I was like, bro, listen to me. I don't see no path to defeat in this fight. Usually, my path is. All right, my path to defeat is maybe he'll get caught, maybe you're this, maybe you're that. But I'm looking at the delivery of Santillion punches. He's not a one-punch fighter.
No,
he ain't gonna hurt nobody with one punch.
No, he's a cumulative.
He's a cumulative. I look at the way he's throwing his punches. You're not gonna hurt nobody with that shit with no one punch.
No.
You feel what I'm saying? So I already knew that. I knew he wasn't gonna hurt him with that sword, and I know B ain't gonna let a beat on him. That's not the fucking question.
Right.
So that's why I was like, bro, I don't see. That's what I look for. I look for the path to defeat. Is there a path for defeat? And in Santillion fight, there was zero path to defeat. There was no path. The only path was a fucking hellfire robbery. That was the only path that I could possibly see. And I figured that B had the ability to make it so clear that we wouldn't have to worry about that.
Right. No, it was definitely clear. Because I seen, I want to say, was it Tessator? Somebody put their card up, and I'm like, ugh, that's
that shit was ugly too. You seen that bullshit?
Yeah, it was ugly. I'm like,
Mark Kriegel, yeah, man, but thank God the judges didn't have it that way. Right. One judge did, black woman.
No,
we brought her in from Vegas, but now that we know Patricia Jarman,
that's true. Nah, she terrible.
We'll never use her again. Terrible.
She
She
terrible.
had that fight 86-85.
What?
Everybody, the other two judges had it 89, 82, 88, 83. And she had that shit 86-85. When the fuck was he winning any rounds?
He wasn't.
None. He possibly won one round.
Yeah,
Possibly.
probably just one round. And I think that
One
was like
round. Right.
the third round or second round or some shit
One
like
of them, yeah, one of them rounds you can give him, but that's about it. Other than that, man, he was getting fucked up.
that.
She had that shit 86-85 at the time of stoppage, dog. How the fuck you have 86-85? The last, like, what is wrong with this shit? Again, man. I didn't even see it being I didn't see it to even possibly being a rival because I knew it was gonna be too clear. Like that was gonna be, I knew B could beat him too clear.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And it's crazy because I had talked about Patricia Morse Jarman, how you say I talked about her before. That's one of the reasons what Turkey Al-Sheikh told me. He don't like messing with these judges over here. And I know they got a card coming in August. And he said that he ain't using none of them.
Right.
So damn, that's crazy, man. But I don't want to hold up your time, man. I don't want to hold up your time, but I definitely appreciate you coming on, man, for sure.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man.
People
You one of the goddamn, you one of the OG supporters, the OG family that all these motherfuckers be fake. You know what's going on.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. And, oh, man.
Yeah, you know the shit.
I was showing people a picture. Let me see if I can find it. I was showing people this picture last night. The bottom right. I'm like, that was 2017.
Right.
That was 2017. You know what I'm saying? And of course, when I had B on one time and people was asking me, I'm like, yo, I knew this boy had power when he was 15. When Lopez say, all you gonna do is jab. I'm like, you fucking serious? Oh, I'm jabbing. He beating the hell out of me, and I can only jab. Nah, he ain't 15. You tripping?
Right.
You tripping?
Right.
Man, but yeah, man. It's definitely a marvelous thing. And like I called him today, I said, "What's up, bro?" I said, "Damn, my bad. I can't say that no more. I got to call you champ now." So, and another thing, I thought when I was texting you, I actually thought I was texting him. So when you was like, "I'm always up," I was like, "Nigga, just like last night," because he passed out last night.
Right, he always do that shit. Yeah.
Then that's why
I'm sure he sleep right now.
Yeah, he sleep, man.
Well, maybe not, because he be up late. That maybe not. That's why he be passing out. He may not be sleep right now.
Man, he sleep.
He may not. No. We night owls. We night owls by nature. So this time we'll be up, and then other times a motherfucker pass out in the middle of the fucking day or some shit like that, 6 o'clock, and sleep all the way to fucking 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. Wake up talking about, my bad, I fell asleep.
He texted me at 3-something in the morning last night. So
that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
He ain't text me back yet, so he probably still asleep.
If he ain't text back, yeah, he sleep. Yeah, he sleep. Yeah, he sleep.
Yeah, man.
He be working, man. He went running. He ran 6 miles with Najee yesterday.
For real?
He just fought Saturday, sore, everything. That motherfucker ran 6 miles yesterday with Najee. Who the fuck does this type of shit? It's on Monday. This is Monday. This is the day. Listen, this is the day. This is a day and a half. This is 2 days after the fight.
Right. He locked in, man. He locked in.
That what he do.
He locked in.
You know how many miles he be running, right?
Yeah. He locked in. I know.
Yeah, man. He be putting in 15 miles, sometimes 10. He be putting in miles.
I know, man, and he got a hell of a gas tank, and I be trying to tell people,
man, yeah.
But people see for themselves, though. People see what I've been saying for the longest. Now they see.
Yeah, they just look for it. They just look at it. They just look at it so they can look for the negatives. So I told you so, and I knew this, and I knew. They just looking for some bullshit. That's all. Exactly. People always looking for some bullshit.
But he's definitely right now. He should have number one, probably knockout of the year candidate number one right now.
Yeah, right now I'm sure he do. Yeah, but shit, about 2 months or so, somebody get a good one and they'll forget about his. That's how I go.
When you guys expect to be back in the ring?
We don't know that shit now. Like, everything changed. We had 5 fights set up for this year. We had 5 fights, but I think all that's going. He a world fucking champion, bro.
That's out the picture now. Yeah,
That
yeah.
shit out the picture. Yeah, he got 5 fights supposedly lined up for this year. They got to figure out what they're gonna do to work out. It was so it was so unexpected for everybody.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
It came out of nowhere. You know, the fight itself came because Satyam, his opponent, fell out. It was designed by God. Satyam fighter came out. B was supposed to fight Boga Chica in a rematch June the 8th on the Xander Zayas card.
I knew that. That's something I knew.
Matter of fact, they even
He told me
posted
he
that.
wanted a rematch. He told me he wanted a rematch.
Man, B, yeah, he wanted a rematch bad as hell, but this only made sense.
Right.
Yeah, this only made sense. So you got motherfucker. Look, here you go, other stupid motherfucker. Watch this now. He's finna fight for a world title, a 32-0 guy, and they announced the Boca Chica fight. They announced that. They put a flight out there. They announced Boca Chica fight for June 8th.
Right.
Then they come back and ask us that we want this fight. We take this fight for a world title. And then you got the people, the so-called diehard boxing fans. Oh, that's because he's scared of Boca Chica. He was finna look. Oh man, I seen one just a little while ago. I'm looking at it. You seen that shit they put up about him and Jaleel Hackett, right?
Yeah, I seen that. Right.
On that, I'm reading this. That fine, mind you, this the Rise podcast, whatever. So I don't even know how the fuck you gonna put it. Why would you put a poll up on that when you know what all of your do and two people gonna say? They gonna say Jaleel. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All these people listening to y'all say do and two. Now let's be real. They all from Baltimore. They all from y'all area. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody. Come on, bro. Ain't nobody outside listening to them like that. It's all the Baltimore natives and the DC natives and right in their area. That's who fucking with them. So that's who gonna be on their page. And of course, they always on their page. You know what I'm saying? Even if we do got outside, it's because people who they be on their page. That's fine. So now I'm reading through the comments. Motherfuckers say, actually, he should have an L. He should have an L anyway. I'm reading it. And how the fuck should he have an L? He was like, because really, he got dropped and he was about to get like, I'm confused. How does that make it an L? It's the third round. It was the whatever third or fourth. His father is the one that stopped the fight. The doctor did not stop that fight.
Right.
The doctor didn't stop it.
His father.
Everybody was so confused about what was going on. Then the doctor, you can go watch that. The father was like, oh no, that's it. The father said it, and when he said it, everybody just fell all in and just started doing the same thing.
Right.
But the father is the one that said stop the fight. Right. He wanted to stop the fight because he didn't want to go to the scorecard. They act like they don't. They act like they don't remember the intentional elbow. Nobody talk. They talk even more. They don't talk at all about the elbow. The elbow is non-existent.
Absolutely.
They don't talk at all about the elbow, but they talk about being dropped. So I'm like, well, damn. Why would he elbow? What? This is the biggest fight of his life at this time. We're talking about Boca Chica.
Right.
This is the biggest fight of his life. Why would he risk elbowing him like that if he think he's going to win?
He knew what was going on.
He knew what the fuck was going on. He was in there feeling that shit. They wasn't.
Right.
But again, you can't tell a motherfucker something they just don't want to believe. They just gonna look for a reason to believe it. That's all they're looking for. This is what I believe. No. He was about to knock him out. He was getting that work. Where was he getting that work at? Slow down and show me the motherfucking punches where he was fucking landing. Other than that one shot that's been repeated over and over and over. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Show me where he was getting that work at. He felt that pressure, the same pressure that Quentin Randall felt when he came up out of there with the bloody nose. I seen that shit in the second round, but he was in that mode. He was in that bitch like, I seen his face. He was like, whoo, shit. That's how he came up out there, got there. Yeah.
I see him on the Jumbotron. He looking like, man, shit.
Exactly. That's how he looked. He came up out that bitch. I was right now looking dead. He had the nose. He had blood around the ring of his nose. He was like, whoo. That's how he did. His face was like, woof, like that.
Man, they say, tell coach, don't read them BS comments, negative energy.
Tell him the one thing about me, I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna stop because you can't silence everybody. But you know me, I like to silence motherfucker.
I know
and
you
then
do.
tell you what you gotta say now, nigga. What you gotta say now, nigga?
Yeah, I
Tell him
know
it's
you
just
do.
a habit, man. It's just a habit. I stop. I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to stop because I can't. That shit consume my life.
Right. It's gonna man, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna
It's
get
gonna
worse.
get worse and worse and worse. They're gonna find everything, any mistake in it. And you can even tell them, they act like they don't even remember. You can even tell them Terrence Crawford been dropped. Arguably, Floyd was about to get dropped by arguably he was about to get dropped by what's the name? Matter of fact, what Floyd got hit with by Shane Mosley was a lot worse than what my son got hit by Boca Chica. You know what I mean? Remember when Floyd got
Absolutely.
fucked up with, yeah, that was a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? Floyd
Right.
just didn't go down. And training kept him up. He wasn't knocked off balance. He just hit with a good shot that he almost went down from. He was physically hurt. My son was not visibly hurt at all. You take Muhammad Ali, he done been down and now. You got George Foreman, he done been down. Tyson been down. Holyfield been down. You motherfucking name Kansas, they been down. But hey,
Everybody.
man, you know, in this world, you lose, you go down, and you're not one of the greats.
Right.
Then, oh man, you ain't got no chin. Oh man, you sorry. He gonna get knocked out. It's only a matter of time. Look,
That's what
he
they
gonna
say,
get
man.
knocked out. It's only a matter of time.
They put everybody up under the table, man. That's why
Everybody. I don't give a fuck who you is. Everybody.
right. I
A
don't listen.
fan on a one fan may not be that fan that put you in there, but that fan gonna put another one in there, and that fan gonna put another. So everybody get put up under there now.
Nah, they do for sure.
Yeah, everybody get put up under there. It's just about which fan putting you up under there.
Right.
All of them gonna get put up. Yeah, gonna get put up under that bus, motherfucker. Wait till he fight such and such. Oh, he's scared of such and such. No, he don't want to fight him because he's scared. Well, wait a minute. But the fight ain't gonna pay. But says, look, no, he ain't even. No, fuck that nigga. You scared. But wait a minute. He 23 and he says, no, you just okay, bro.
They just gonna keep going. They gonna give you every man. They just gonna keep going. They gonna give you
They
everything
gonna
else.
keep on and look, and then you gotta. I always be wondering. I wonder what that motherfucker doing. They probably, hey, and they probably digging in his toes, eating that shit, smelling it. And they on there picking shit out of their toe, put it, hey, you put it on napkins and shit. You know what I'm saying, motherfucker? And this is who I'm choosing to argue with. Oh, you know what? Let me go. I try. I just be trying to. I be trying to ask because something they just say something I like I said today. This nigga said a loss. This is the second one I seen say that my shot should have a loss.
Man,
A
that's crazy.
loss.
People don't know what they're talking about.
I'm like a loss. This was a 10-round fight. How should he have a loss? What the fuck? Because he got dropped in one range. You have a loss,
Casual, man.
nigga.
It'd be the casual. He said, "Tank."
If the doctor wouldn't have stopped it, then I had to tell him the doctor didn't stop it. I told him to go back and look. The doctor didn't stop it.
Right.
His daddy stopped it.
Damn, man. See, that's some of the stuff because I wasn't at the Bubba Chica fight, but we didn't see that on the screen. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, go watch it. His dad stopped the fight.
That's
His
crazy.
dad, the first one that said it. You stay right there. His dad, the first one. You gotta listen good too, because they knew that you know, if you go past 40, they're gonna go to scorecard.
Scorecards, right?
You feel what I'm saying? But bottom line is, it really should have been a disqualification. When they ran that shit back across that fucking screen, that should have been a disqualification. So if anything, he should have a fucking win.
Right. But
Other disqualification.
These dummies not gonna say that though.
No, the elbow never happened. The referee didn't say it didn't happen. The elbow never happened.
They say Frank Martin was scared of Shakur, but now
I see it. He said it. They said, and yeah, and he wasn't scared of him. They just didn't make business sense. They made business sense at the time. How you gonna be scared of Shakur, but he ain't scared of Tank? I mean, let's have common sense.
Like, be real.
So we talking about being scared. Hey, what? Being scared? Well, we think Shakur gonna knock his ass out before Tank knock him out? Like, what's? I'm just saying that's what fear does, right?
Right.
It ain't about if you're scared of something. If you're scared of something, then you're scared of it doing danger and harm to you. That's how I see fear. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't really think whatever.
I don't see fighters scared of another fighter. Though. I don't see it.
Scared? Nah, I don't think they be scared. I think they be I think, like, for example, I don't know where you at with it. I think they be so unsure of themselves they don't want to test themselves sometimes. I don't think they're scared of the fighter though. I don't think they're scared.
Gotta test yourself, man.
Huh?
So you gotta
Yeah,
test yourself.
and that's what I'm thinking. Like, look, even with I'm about to say it, I don't know how you feel with it. Feel like, Tank been ducking people forever. I think he doing it because he was scared to test himself. The man literally said when Floyd offered him Lomo, said he used that shit as a threat. I'm gonna get you a fight with Lomo. He trying to get me beat, nigga. You said that. You can't take that back.
Damn,
He
he's
said
damn
that.
for real.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Look that up.
Okay.
Floyd said, I'm gonna get this. Floyd, a few years ago, Floyd said, I'm gonna get you. He threatened him. He threatened him with a fight with Loman. That nigga a threat.
Damn,
And
for real.
then Javante Davis came out like Floyd trying to get me beat. You can't take that back. Look it up.
Cause I heard something like that when he was fighting Pedraza. Cause that fight
Right.
came out of nowhere
Yeah,
too.
he be unsure of himself. Just like even with Tank, with Tank, not Tank, with Frank, not Frank, it was Tank and Brian Garcia. I think he was just extremely nervous with that. That's why he didn't let his mama come out or wherever the case may be. Like he was really extremely nervous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But again, I think he finally starting to believe in himself, uh, which is, it's definitely a step in the right direction with him fighting Frank.
Frank Moore.
Yeah, that definitely a step in the right direction. I think that's safe for him because Frank not a big puncher.
Right.
So if anything, but it's still a PBC card. They both PBC, but it don't matter because Tank is a cash cow. I say, if anything, if Frank don't get knocked out, he'll get robbed if he wins. So no matter what, Tank will probably win.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
I think
So I
Tank,
definitely don't think Frank will knock his ass out.
no, I think Tank step on him. That's what I think.
Possibility. He could.
But see,
Yeah, he could.
but see, I'll be trying to tell people like I know what type of fighter would give Tank problems. And if he anything like a Brian Norman Jr. in front of him, it's gonna give Tank problems.
But see, that's what I was thinking about that too. Is Frank? I only seen Frank fight twice. When he moving in boxing, when he fought Michelle Rivera.
Yeah, but he started slow. He started slow with him, and it was a good fight. Don't get me wrong; it was a good fight. He started slow. It was a late replacement, so I expected him to start slow too. You know what I mean? So I ain't knocking him for starting slow, but he picked it up and stepped on him.
Hey, I know they don't want to believe what you just said a minute ago, so I'm sure you done told people what happened with him and Tank, right? They don't want to hear that shit, do they?
Yeah, I've been telling people. People ask me all the time.
Hey, look, they don't want to hear that shit.
People ask me.
No, he didn't.
People ask me all the time. You know what I mean?
They be
People
like, no, he didn't, man. You lying, man.
I know what type of fighter can give Tank.
Was you there both days? Was you there both days in 2021?
Man, I was there for all 4 different times.
Nah, they sparred 3 times. 3 times.
No,
6.
4.
What the 4th one's at?
Remember the first one when I brought him over to the gym when B was like
that was 1. That's 16. That's 1.
Oh, he was supposed to come back. He didn't come back, but he came back. He came back in 2020. What was that?
2021.
2021. Yeah, he came 2
He came back February 1st, 2021.
Yeah,
then they made an excuse. Listen, they made an excuse, said that he had been drinking and whatever the fuck the night before, didn't get no whatever the fuck they were saying. Whatever excuse they said.
That was like 15, 16 rounds then.
Right. So then they made the excuse, and then they came back. Then they made the call to Mustafa the next day. It was like he coming back for some work Wednesday. Came in Wednesday. I'm not leaving until I break his nose. Let's get it, run it. Then he got out the ring, ain't telling nobody shit. Then that motherfucker came back, and you heard he got a broke hand. Then when people was crying about his broke hand, he went and sent the X-ray. Man, my hand ain't broke. He used that shit for a reason for the people that saw him get the fuck out the ring. That's all, dog.
Right. Yeah.
He knew he couldn't fuck with B. He tried enough. He tried. He couldn't do it. So he was like, fuck it. He already tried to do. They did the doghouse rules. Remember the 15, 16 round? They had already did the doghouse rules.
But that was the second time.
That was the first day they did the doghouse rules.
When they turned the clock off.
When they turned the clock out, that was the first day. The second day, he just got out.
You're right. I knew it was either or. I knew it was either
The
or.
second
Yeah,
day
you
he just
right.
got the fuck out the
Yeah,
ring. The
was
first
there.
day was doghouse rule. The second day he just got the fuck out the ring.
Nah, I was
I
there.
ain't say shit, no explanation. Everybody quiet, except me.
Yeah. Because I think y'all was about to get active. Yeah, I
Everybody was
remember.
quiet except me.
Yeah. I was about to get active. Nah,
No,
that
nigga,
was,
what the fuck you got?
man. But I be telling people like I know what type of style can beat Tank. Because I tell people,
Yeah,
man, listen, I would have paid to watch that fight, right? I mean, that sparring right there,
yeah,
I would have paid to watch that.
that was some good shit. It
Yeah,
was,
it was,
especially that. I think the first day was better. I know the first. Well, not for us because that's when he was coming out with that explosive shit and there was that back and forth type shit that first day. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Or
yeah,
whatever. B got the best on hell. He was bloody. Remember, Tank was bloody that day and everything.
yeah. I remember that too. Hmm?
But the second day was more of a shutout,
Right.
and that's why
Yeah,
I
it
think he
was.
got out.
Yeah, it was. It
Yeah,
was.
the second day was a shutout. Like he didn't do shit the second day.
Right.
So nigga, you come back, say you're gonna break his nose and you gonna prove a point, and you come back and do worse than you did the first fucking day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then I like I say, man, I understand. I know he fight at 35, but Tank, at that time he was
He
walking
was big
around
as
big.
shit.
Yeah, he
He was
was
big
walking
as
around
hell,
big.
right?
Yeah, he walking around
Yeah.
big. But it's
He
like,
probably
like
weighed more to be that. He probably weighed more to be that day.
man, he was big. I was telling people, he was big. But man, I also, like I was telling B, I see why he a champion too. And I'm trying to
Right.
tell people, man, like, listen, I know what type of style can beat Tank, and just don't think he gonna go down. People say, well, we don't know if he got a chin.
He
Shit, I
do.
know. Yeah, he
I
got a
know
chin.
too. That's what I was thinking when I just said about Frank. That's why I said Frank ain't gonna knock him out. I was gonna say because B was cracking his ass.
Yeah. you know,
B was cracking his ass. He got a motherfucking chin now. He got a
yeah,
goddamn chin. That's what I was thinking. Look, I
right,
didn't say it, but I just a minute ago I said Frank ain't gonna knock him out because shit, B didn't knock his ass out. Frank ain't
right,
gonna knock his ass out.
right. Nah, he definitely I see why he a champion. You ain't nah.
Yeah.
And but that also made me believe how to understand why our people accuse him and ridicule for not fighting black fighters or whatever the case may be, or fighting somebody who be on his level. But it made me like, damn, why you ain't fighting this guy? Because I seen what you can do. I know what you can do, and you fought this guy who's now a world champion. Well, sparred this guy who's now a world champion. Y'all gave each other great work, nigga. You should be having, feeling yourself.
Right.
So, but damn, yeah. I've been trying to tell people like I know what type of style can give Tank problems, but
Yeah, yeah, and
people try to, people try to,
really ain't that hard. You just gotta stay the fuck away from him. You can piece his ass up, stay the fuck away. Yeah.
And I was trying to tell people, people can ask me like, well, who you got winning between, Devin Haney and Tank? I'm like, man, I got Tank, for a
Right.
specific reason. Now, I do think Devin Haney give him problems, as long as Devin Haney box, as long as he
I
don't
was about to say, I honestly believe if Devin Haney box, if he Devin Haney box and move and get the fuck on, he might beat Tank.
And that's another thing that I believe as well. Like he just got to stay
Unless
away from it.
Tank will have to knock his ass out,
Right.
which he probably will.
Yeah, because he definitely gonna walk him down. You know what I mean? He gonna
He gonna
walk him
walk.
down.
Yeah, he probably knock his ass out. But like if he just box like he can box sometimes and move and get the fuck out of there,
Right.
shit, Devin Haney might beat his ass. But again, we know Devin Haney fucked up right now, so I don't know how that's gonna go. I think Tank touch his damn chin, he gonna goddamn go down.
Yeah, man, because that's man. It ain't because I remember me and you was talking about that on the Facebook. We
Right.
talking about that on the Facebook. It ain't, man. But man, dog. Ryan ain't punching like that. Hell no. Nah.
I think you say he ain't punching like that, man. Yeah. I think he just can't. I'm gonna say due to the fact we've seen it 3 times now. We've seen it with Linares, we've seen it with Loma, a little bit ass Loma, and we've seen it, and now we've seen it with Ryan, and we've seen it, of course, at his worst with Ryan. Ryan, that shit was scary for him. Again, you don't see it when you out there, so I understand. Maybe
Right.
Bill not knowing and seeing what we saw. That motherfucker eyes rolling back in his fucking head. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Yeah,
And
that was ugly. So,
but
yeah, he just
I also know what that Osirine do for you too, though. You know what I mean? And that's why I say, man, Ryan ain't punching like that, man. Hell no. Yeah, he ain't punching like that.
You might be right, or Devin just ain't got no fucking chin. You right. You might be right.
But that's for me. For me, that I ain't gonna say he don't got a chin. I don't think it is the best, but he got hit a little bit against what's my boy name? Regis, and Regis can fucking punch.
Man, Regis punched that motherfucker 35 times the whole fight, I believe. I think that's what they said, man. Don't quote me, but I'm almost positive. Look up the comment box of how many times Devin Haney got hit by Regis program. I think it was like 35.
Yeah. Man, I just I just don't. I ain't like I don't like that cheating stuff, man. I don't that I don't like. I ain't with that. Yeah, I ain't with that right there. But we're gonna find out today because that B sample do come back today. You heard me, B? We might have lost him. Hello?
My bad. You can't hear me?
Oh no, I can hear you now.
Hold on one second.
Say Drew Tight in the building say so Tank has a habit of lying about the outcome of doghouse rules.
So it say Regis didn't land no more than 5 punches in any round against Devin Haney. Devin Haney. That motherfucker didn't get hit badly.
Well, the one shot that I did see, he caught him with a right hook. So
yeah, that would have took his ass out. What happened? Yeah, that would have took his ass out.
I believe that he was fighting off of instinct and will and heart against Ryan because that first shot, shit, I felt like his equilibrium was off from that first shot. That's what I felt like, but it is what it is.
That first shot, that's for him. The first shot. Oh yeah, the first time it went down was a knockout, but yeah, that first shot was bad. That's what sent his ass.
And that what I didn't, man. I don't see Ryan punch a couple guys, but I ain't see that. Like I just don't.
So you think it was the Osprey that did it?
Because I know what Ostarine do for you.
What it do for you? I don't.
It makes you stronger. It gives you strength. It gives you power. It enhance your recovery rate.
I heard about the recovery and I heard about the weight loss or some shit like that.
With weight loss, so you retain muscle. It's like you of course you're peeing out the water, but it also increases your strength. It also increases recovery rate, and it also gives you power as well.
Right.
Yeah. So
I mean, the fact that I mean, he cheated. That's bullshit. But he damn sure was tired as hell. Right.
Okay. Now look. Now. He was tired, but when he go to that corner and come back to get back to fighting, that bitch was full of energy.
You think they were shooting his ass up over?
Nah, I just think that Osprey was kicking in.
I got you.
Just kicking in. But man, I don't want to hold you much longer, man. I definitely appreciate you stopping through because I know the people wanted to hear from you.
All right, man, no problem. I appreciate you, big dog, man. Always, big dog.
Already, man. Be easy. Take it easy.
Okay, now you too, bro.
All
right.
Yeah, man. That's Brian Norman Jr. Senior. I'm sorry, the father of Brian Norman Jr. Man, and I definitely appreciate him stopping through because man, we needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? He dropped a lot of gems, right? He dropped a lot of gems. He definitely gave you some intake on certain things with sparring. Of course, he talked about the Gervonta Tank Davis and Brian Norman sparring, and like I say, it was definitely competitive sparring. You could say that Brian. Well, I believe that Brian did get the best of him, but you can also say that Tank wasn't in the best of shape, and at the time he wasn't. Let's see. How do we watch? Let's see. So wasn't in the best shape, but of course, they always say, what's the word I want to say? They always say if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? And that was one of them things. But again, Tank also showed me why he's a champion, because he, I know that Little B can punch. I know that he can punch, and he took the shots very well. You know what I mean? Shit, he was getting off. You know what I mean? And Tank had his little spurts too. You know what I mean? He had his little spurts, but overall, Lil B was doing his thing, dog, and that's why you guys hear so much of the sparring stories. I was even there when he sparred Bud Crawford. I was even there when he sparred Bud Crawford. I was even there when he sparred Bud Crawford. Who else? Now I wasn't there when he sparred Boots. It was another guy, not Jaleel Hackett. Well, I know he sparred Jaleel Hackett, but there's another kid that he sparred who was on Top Rank. I forget his name. The kid that y'all pretty big on from Top Rank, the little teenager, but I forget his name. But he lost. Damn, what's the kid name? I forget it. He's pretty damn good too, but he lost. I was there for when they sparred as well. So and that's why you guys hear so much about the sparring stories. But now you understand what I've been saying is real, right? It's definitely real. Jahai Tucker, appreciate you, Anthony Latham, and salute to you. Yeah, I was there when he sparred Jahai Tucker. I was there when he sparred Jahai Tucker. So this, let me see. Yeah, so I was there when they sparred. So like again, man, I seen them, go through the trenches. I seen them at a young age sparring grown men. I've been seeing this for a long time, so none of this stuff surprised me. Nothing from my perspective, and that's what I'm telling y'all from my perspective. Nothing of this surprised me at all. This is something that I knew. This is something that I saw, right? Yeah. I mean, he was sparring what's that kid name? The Montgomery brothers. You guys, I think y'all seen the Montgomery brothers over here before as well. I was talking about the Montgomery brothers. I remember when he was sparring them, and though they can fight, but I don't think they was on Brian Norman level. Money Powell, I think they might be around the same age. Somebody either a year younger or a year older. I forget how it go, but Money Powell, he was sparring Money Powell. L-Dub boxing in the building. I was just talking about you, L-Dub, to Brian Norman Sr. He just left from over here. I was just talking about you because L-Dub was the person who told me that Brian Norman was fighting Centillion. So I hit Brian Norman Jr. He said, yeah, it's a go. L-Dub also had told me before he fought Boba Chica, right? L-Dub told me before he fought Boba Chica that his next fight was potentially going to be for a world title. And L-Dub will tell you that himself. I ain't got no reason lie, right? And that's why I tell y'all, even when I was listening to a podcast yesterday, when the guy was like, well, I don't even know where Brian Norman Jr. came from. Man, I tell y'all all the time, hey, all you got to do is check in the L-Dub boxing or go look it up yourself. You know what I mean? Go pull up those rankings, just like I showed you. I showed you what the rankings look like. So for a person to say, oh, I don't know where Brian Norman came from, that just let me know you just on here stealing the people money on your platform, on your show. You don't want to talk boxing. You just want some money. You just want some super chats. You know what I'm saying? Charles Conwell. Oh yeah. That's right. That's yeah. Yes, I'm glad you. And that Brian Norman Sr. in the chat right there. Matter of fact, I gotta hook you up, B. Yeah. Let me hook you up. I gotta hook you up, B. When I get on. Matter of fact, I think I still can do it. But Charles Conwell sparred Charles Conwell. Yeah, I remember that. Beat the brakes off Charles Conwell. Hey man, but yeah, so none of this stuff surprised me by what he's doing. Like I'm just being completely honest. And like I said before, Brian, not Brian, but L Dub say no monkey shit, just facts. Nah, for sure. And outside of anybody else, L Dub Boxing was telling people that, nah, bro, you can't count Brian Norman Jr. out. You can't count him out. Because Centennial actually fight the way that Brian Norman want. The Centennial actually fight the way that Brian Norman wanted to fight. He gonna be right there to be hit, right there to be punched on. L Dub told me that. So I didn't see many people, just as Brian Norman Sr. didn't see many people saying that his son will win. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Yeah, Otha Jones did bring him to the gym. I forgot about that, man. How that slipped my mind. Damn, I remember a lot of stuff too, and that slipped my mind. Shit. I gotta get on it. I gotta get on it. But man, I'm not surprised. Man, make sure y'all check in with L Dub Boxing, man. I'm being serious, man, because I ain't gonna lie, man. It's easy to get up here, conduct the interview, conduct the show, talk. You know, that's easy to do. This is easy to do. But what is not easy to do is go behind somebody else trying to correct somebody else because they don't know what the fuck they talking about. That ain't easy. Because a person gonna tell you, damn, man, this person said this. Don't tell me what somebody else said. I'm gonna tell you what I know. What is a fact. But yeah, man, gotta give him a round of applause for that performance. And what's crazy is many people over the YouTube streets been applauding him. I believe I seen Drew Titan. Drew Titan was in here early. I seen Drew Titan drop Brian Norman something. Matter of fact, yeah, this is Drew Titan right there. He dropped something. I seen 78 Sports TV drop something. It was somebody else. I think the Queens of the Ring. I believe I seen them talking about Brian Norman Jr. performance. It was a couple people. Mark Nash, I seen him talking about it. So a lot of people are hip, man. Trust me. A lot of people are hip, and it's only going to get better from here. And as we look through the 147-pound division, you know, and like Brian Norman Sr. said that, you know, of course you got guys like Conor Ben who just came up, and L Dub just stated the other day, you know, he stated the other day, and that's another thing I meant to tell Senior this, but he stated we was talking on Twitter, and L Dub stated, is this a fight that can be made? And just like Senior said, that you know that Matchroom and, you know, Top Rank can do some business, but one of the spokesperson, quote unquote, from Matchroom was pretty much saying that this fight is impossible to make. And I'm trying to figure out, how is it impossible to make? And he didn't say why. Well, my thing was, why is that fight impossible to make? You heard Brian Norman say, shit, he'll go to his hometown. How is that fight impossible to make? Senior say that, you know, you got guys like Stanionis. Of course, I know Stanionis' manager, which is Shelly Finkel. Hell, I'll see him tomorrow. But then again, you look at, you got Mario Barrios, right? Who's PBC, just like Senior said. But you look at what PBC have going on. I mean, and it's not to talk shit about PBCs, but it's the truth. They only have pay-per-view dates. They just took away one date. I forget what date it was. L-Dub knows exactly what date it is. They just took away one date. So how many other dates they gonna have? PBC again. They had their first card March 30th. We might as well say 4 months into the 2024, we've seen one card. We've seen one card up until pretty much April 1st, right? It's only 30 days, 31 days in March, one of them. And then, of course, we just seen the second pay-per-view card with Canelo, and now we're getting ready to see the third pay-per-view card. And they got a shitload of fighters. Everybody can't fight. So something got to give. Anthony Lathan say, or tune into L Dub Weekly Ranking Show. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. L Dub definitely does a phenomenal job every week going over different rankings. And matter of fact, he went over the WBO rankings tonight. I was over there as I was working out. I was jumping rope and running sprints, and I was listening to it. DeAndre C, what's going on with you? Say, salute family. Long time, brother. What's good with you? How's the family, brother? Shit, man. It's been a long time. Like I said before, I'm just happy to be back. It was a well needed break, well needed rest. But I always had my ear to the street, especially when it comes to boxing. I always had my ear to the street. You know what I mean? I wanted to get my health back right. I got back right. Got my weight back down. I had a fight. Shit, I got another fight. A month from today. So I mean, yeah. So June 22nd, be back in the ring. I'll get ready to travel in a couple of days. Tomorrow, 2 days to Saudi Arabia. Life is good, man. You know what I mean? And so I was hip to him since Flavio Rodriguez. He just needed an opportunity in that moment to show it like many fighters. Absolutely. Oh, but I was telling people, man, I was telling people you had to be patient with Brian Norman. For one, still young, still young. Also injuries. I think the very, very first fight, people was like, you only good as your last fight. But I also seen Brian Norman progress each and every fight. You know what I mean? I've also seen him progress in each and every fight. Even when he did fight the kid that had been sparring Earl Spence Jr., I flew out there to see that fight. Like I said, I didn't even want to watch the Edward De Los Santos and Corey Stevenson fight. I'm going to tell you the truth. I started watching that fight. I left the fight because it was that boring, for sure. Brian Norman had already fought. It wasn't nothing else for me to see. When I saw a scene what Shakur was doing in the ring, I got the hell on. But I flew out there to see that fight. It was a much anticipated fight. People didn't think that Brian Norman can beat him. I knew that he was going to beat I forget his name, but I knew he was going to beat the kid. But the kid made it ugly. He made it ugly. And I knew after round one, I want to say round 2 or 3, that kid didn't come to fight. In fact, there was people commenting, somebody commenting that I think they was coming on Brian Norman Jr. Instagram saying that he was gonna lose. So I was like, shit, well, bet. I had people talking shit to me. I said, okay, cool, bet. What did you want to put on it? What you want to put on it? Quentin Randall, that's his name, Quentin Randall. What you want to put on it? What you want to put on his Instagram page, on Brian Norman Jr. Instagram page. After Brian Norman whooped his ass, guess what? I was blocked by each and every individual that I placed a bet with. So this I've been seeing this. I know what I'm looking at. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Another champion that's gonna be coming from Atlanta is Haven Brady. Y'all done seen Haven Brady over here. You know what I mean? Y'all done seen Haven Brady over here. I bought Najee Lopez. Najee Lopez making a name for himself as well. He was fighting light heavy, but now I think he's fighting at 68 now, I believe it is. So I've been bringing guys who've been making a name for themselves. You know what I mean? And yeah, for sure. But man, y'all got to stay tapped in, man. I've been trying to tell y'all. I'm glad Senior came over and got what he got to get off his chest, because it was definitely a lot of people. And I remember after that fight, after that performance with Quentin Rendell, I remember coming live. I remember going live, and I remember what people were saying in the chat. I remember what people was sending in messages. I remember what people was leaving the comments. I remember all that stuff. I'm like, man, me personally, I know them. So it's like, I know what Big B was getting at with him, because I've heard him say it before. I've heard him say this during sparring. So I know what he was getting at. But for the people who don't know, it's like, you going by what you hear, but then you hear Timothy Bradley and all these other guys criticize, but you really don't know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I was pretty much got to let the man get it off his chest. For sure. But man, I'm gonna go and get up off of here, man. We've been on here about 2 hours, man. And I know I'm gonna get a hell of a lot of people to watch the replay, watch the replay of this, simply because I came on super late. I was working. I should have came on earlier when everybody was telling me to, but I was working out, man. I got to get mine in too. But with that being said, I'm out. Anthony Latham say, right, but look, when that time come, it's breakthrough moment where you rise to the occasion for that next step. Fighters need that. That applies to life as well, man. You ain't never lied about that. Salute. But I appreciate everybody coming through, man. With that being said, I'm out. Love, peace, happiness, and y'all already know what it is. Hello, world.